We good? All right. Dino. We're here at Subway here in Mexia, Texas. I want to thank Eric Henderson for allowing us to come in and have the first coaches show. We're going to interview a couple of seniors, and we'll have predictions tonight for Mexia Black Cat Football 2020. First up on the table here, we have Trey Holdman. He's going to be a senior for the Black Cats this year in 2020. Trey, we played ball together at 5 years old. You've been a heck of an athlete your whole life. Thank you for joining us. We'll have Frankie. He was with us during that time, too, at that age. But more than anything, just want to thank y'all for joining us. Thank Coach Abram for allowing y'all to attend this with us. Trey, I just got some questions I want to ask you. What's it like coming into 2020 for you as a senior, knowing this is your last year playing high school sports?
Man, I just got to cherish every moment like it's my last. You know how COVID's been a bad thing, very important. Just got to cherish every moment.
Yes, you had lots of friends last year that got the rug jerked out from under them in their spring sports, and they didn't get to have that opportunity to finish their senior year. Do you have any fear of that happening to you, or do you just put it on the background and you just go with what you can control day in, day out?
Yeah, I'm just going with the flow. I don't try too much to think about it a lot. It just gets me down. I don't like thinking about it.
Yeah, it's been a tough time for everybody. I didn't like losing sports last year. Didn't like losing the fact of getting to watch y'all win some more. Another thing here, being a senior, you were in a program coming up through junior high and high school with a different coach. What's it been like on the transition for you your senior year with Coach Abram coming in and having to learn a new offense without having any spring drills, without having very much summer drills, and pretty much having to learn everything within 2 days? What's that been like for you?
It's been kind of hard at first, but we've all gotten comfortable with them and everything. And with the offense, we're getting that down. So it's been really good.
That's good. What is your expectations for yourself and your team this year for the Mexia Black Cat season 2020?
I'm expecting to go 10-0, undefeated.
That's good. That's positive attitude creates positivity throughout your life on an everyday situation. Every day you wake up with positivity, positive things are going to happen. Are you enjoying the new offense, or how tough is it to go in there knowing that you've been in the spread forever and now we're in the slot T learning a whole new position on your senior year?
Yeah, it's really been real tough because, it's a whole different play calling and all that. Got to do different types of blocks and the routes and all that, so I'm getting used to it.
Well, Trey, I appreciate your time here. Good luck to y'all. Gonna miss seeing y'all on the field, but we got 16 weeks to go, boys.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Dallas
sir.
Cowboy Stadium is where we're gonna end it this year, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next up, we'll go to sponsors. Oh, well, let's go through our sponsors this year. Right now, we have Subway, Eric Henderson sponsoring us. We have Mike Terry Chevrolet sponsoring. Woodman Life is sponsoring. Heritage Real Estate is sponsoring. Greer Mobile is sponsoring. And I just want to say a big thank you to those. We're going to have our commercials going next week. We're running a little behind due to the COVID situation. A lot of people wanted to make sure that we were going to do this, get to play football this year before they were wanting to jump on board. But now sitting beside me, we have Frankie Smith Jr., and he's also wide receiver, tight end, and defensive back for the 2020 Black Cats. Thank you. Welcome you to the team here. How's it been for you to start out this year, Frankie?
It was kind of rough getting into it, but we're starting to push forward now.
Has it been a big transition for you moving from one program, or the way one program was run, to another, during this pandemic that we have going on? Has it been tough for you as well?
Yes, things are more different from last year. We have a lot less, and
Well, it's not the heat hadn't let up on y'all. It's been pretty hot out there this week.
It's been 102, feeling like 109
Yeah, for sure,
with pads.
no doubt. So, what are your expectations this year? Your senior year. What are your expectations for yourself and the team as well?
I'm expecting to win every game, but I see us doing well on both sides of the ball all year.
That's good. That's what the thing is. What we were always taught was defense is all about hustle, and offense was about cohesiveness and everybody doing their part. And out watching y'all's practice, I hear a little bit of yelling, but the one thing I see with y'all is there's lots of hustle out there, and heart's going to always take you further than anything else. What is the one thing that you can say throughout your senior year that you hope, look forward to happening as a football program being your last year?
I'm just hoping that we do well.
Well, like I just said with Trey, thank you for joining us. 16-0. Hey, I take 15-1. It don't matter. But we got 16 weeks to go here, guys. Hope to have y'all back. Thank y'all for joining us, and now we'll put Coach Abram on the hot seat. Thank you, Freddie. Or Frankie. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back with Coach Abram and Mexia Black Cat 2020 Prediction Show.
You're listening to Black Cat Football and Greer Time Media. Let's take it to the booth with your host, Freddie Greer Sr.
All right, we're back here at Subway. We've had Frankie Smith and Trey Holdman here to join us as two seniors for the first week of football. Now we have the big man on campus here. Coach Abram is joining us here at Subway. I want to say a big shout-out to Eric Henderson for allowing us to have it up here tonight. But, Coach Abram, the biggest thing that everybody wants to know is what's the transition been like for you during a pandemic, being the first-year head coach of the Mexia Black Cats?
Well, just to be quite honest with you, we don't have enough time to go through everything that's taken place in the pandemic. But I will just tell you the easiest part of this is, or the easiest way to answer the question is that everything happens for a reason, and the things and the situations that have occurred within the pandemic. And, I'll go back to, I was here for 6 days, and then we got hit by COVID, and, we went to spring break, and tomorrow we start school, and we're back from spring break. So, it really, it was kind of a gut shot, to be quite honest with you. But with anything else in life, man, you learn to roll with the punches and persevere and make the best out of situations, because nothing's really ever going to be easy. We want it to be easy, but nothing's ever really going to be easy. So we're rolling with what we have, and we're approaching each day as it truly is, which is a gift.
Well, with the pandemic and the way, how has the team reacted and bought into your way of doing things throughout this tough situation?
I'll say that the Abram way of doing things and the expectations are probably a little different from a lot of people, just to be quite honest with you. I hate to use this phrase, but I'm kind of I approach things in football in an old school mindset, in an old school way. I believe that nothing beats hard work. I truly believe that I can't allow someone to outwork me. and that goes from schematically, offensively, defensively to conditioning. I just believe that you put the work in and you go through the pain in the during the week, Monday through Thursday, then you reap your rewards and the benefit of your labor come Friday night. So that's kind of the way that we approach things within our program, and for the most part it has been different for these young men, but becoming receptive has been a huge benefit, and they've they started to buy into what we're doing, and I think that once they are finally able to step on the field with someone else, they're going to truly see what this work they've been doing, what it's really about, and I think they're going to enjoy the outcome of what could come from it.
Well, that's you go through two-a-days, and you hit each other, and normally you get two scrimmages where you get to go take your frustration out on another team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all's first scrimmage got taken away, so this is strapping them up, putting that helmet on, and getting ready to hit that person for the first time is probably the most exciting week of every football season.
Yes.
How has the team transitioned into your new offenses and your new defenses, only just having pretty much two-a-days to work on it?
Well, I'll just say that not to revisit my past, but this isn't the first time this has occurred with me. Exactly the situation we're dealing with is very similar to another situation that I dealt with in implementing a new offense, implementing a new defense into a program, and we went 8-3 that season. So it's really based on truly how focused are we going to be, and how receptive are we going to be in learning what we're trying to do. But with all that being said, I think that something that really needs to be stated, that we all heck, Jeremy, you, me, Freddie, we've had our time. Going through high school, going through junior high, nothing was interrupted as far as sports and academics and even your summer life. Nothing was interrupted the way that things have taken place for these young men and young women. And one of the biggest things to me that I think is really important is that we all understand how this has affected them. You made the statement a second ago. It's like the rug was ripped right from under them. In the spring, and then here we are again. And I'll go back a week. We're ready to like you said, beat up on someone else. We're tired of beating up on each other, but to beat up on someone else, and here we are. That situation is taken away from us due to some things that were beyond our control, and then here we are another week trying to do it again. Mm-hmm. So the thing that I've been preaching to these young men and the coaching staff has been on board with as well, is that, man, we got to approach every single day as it truly is, which is a blessing. Every single practice, and man, there's not very many people in the world that loves practice, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Mike Singletary, I think maybe the only person I've ever heard make a statement about loving practice as much as he loves the game. But what we're trying to get them to understand is that we're praying to play for 16 weeks. Like you said, we're praying to be at AT&T Stadium come mid-December, but we just don't know. And we learned that last spring. We just don't know what our future holds. So truly, I feel that we need to approach every day, every practice, no matter how hard coach is pushing us, no matter what the situation may be, as it's a blessing to be on this grass, man. Today we had a college coach show up to watch practice, and I told him, I said, guys, we might not have to, or we might not be able to have enough game film for you to truly get great highlights, from a game. But when these guys walk on this field, man, you need to show out. You need to give them a reason not to come talk to you. Mm-hmm. So take advantage of every opportunity that we're given, again, and be it practice or a game and just understand how blessed we really are to be doing what we're doing, because there's a group of seniors that graduated last year that did not get to finish their spring. And they're never going to get that back. Never going to get that back. And I think also, you know, a little bit of with us as adults, you know, it's we kind of get caught in a situation where you mentioned earlier about the sponsors. You know, well, you just don't know what's going to happen, and I just want to remind people to show some grace to these young men and young women who just truly aren't able to go through and know that, you know, I'm going to get to play this game next week, or we're going to get to, you know, do these things, because we could play Friday night and then it's over.
Used to, the only thing we ever had to worry about was every 6 weeks if we were going to have our grades in.
That is exactly right.
And now on week to week, we don't know if we're going to get to play, depending on, and it's not just your team,
right.
It's the other team if someone gets sick. So
you're right. You're exactly right. And again, you know, we're doing everything that we can do, you know, under our control, and trying to make sure that we're following all the guidelines set forth by UIL, TEA, CDC, you know, our local officials, just making sure we're doing everything that we possibly can, because if nothing else, we deserve to make sure we're socially distancing. We deserve to make sure that these young men and young women deserve to make sure that we're socially distancing and wearing masks and all these types of things, to make sure that they have an opportunity that we got whenever we were in school, because we're living in a time that, you know, just the unknown is just, to be quite honest, and I hate to use this phrase and this word, but it's just not fair.
No, it's not. And see, that's the biggest thing that I tell people all the time is, us adults, it's hard on us. We've been there, done that, and we got to get up, and some adults don't know whether they're going to go to work that day, or if they go to work, they're going to get sent home. Just imagine what it's like on young people that their brains aren't fully developed, and they don't know what their future holds, because a lot of kids, they use sports to get out of bad environments, or to get, their mom and dads don't have the money to send them to college. So if they're not able to play ball and get that scholarship to get out, then they're just stuck here in a hole.
That's
Whether
right.
It's Mexia, Waco,
Exactly
in New
right.
York, Ohio, and not being able to play hurt a lot of kids last year. And then you see NCAA this year, some of them have already shut down. Well, that scholarships that are going to be shut down, that kids don't get that chance to get out. And it's hurting our youth just as much as it's hurting our working people that's lost jobs, because it's their avenue to change their life.
That's right.
And it's being taken away.
That's right.
Coach, the last question I got here from Freddie was, he wanted to know, coming to Mexia, being a football town, we know you've been other places and you've won a title. Has there been any surprises for you here in Mexia, Texas, that just caught you off guard?
COVID, but besides COVID, you know, there have been, you know, just things that take place, but that, you know, that's life. And what I really enjoy about football is that football, and let me say, not just football, but sports, for young men and young women, it allows them an opportunity to learn how to handle adversity, in a realm of that's controlled, and you know, I would like to think that, you know, with this COVID situation, heck, I hate to bring this up, but you know, I was here 4 days, and late one night my truck's at the school, and it gets smoked, you know, but you know, all these things that you know, kind of take place in life, that, man, to me, if you don't learn to go through adverse situations in sports, you can throw in the towel so quick.
Oh, yes.
You know, and so the life lessons that we're able to teach these young men and young women and expose them to it within the realms of a game is incredible to me, and that's really what this is about. To me, this is about trying to do everything that I can to make sure that, you know, these young men and young women have the tools to succeed in life. You know, I pray that we're playing 16 weeks. I pray we win 16 games. But, when it's all said and done and I'm standing before my Creator, He doesn't care how many games I won. So my biggest thing is to make sure we're impacting these young men and young women and helping them to become productive citizens and great human beings.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate your time. You had some tough questions there, and you passed with flying colors.
Well, thank you.
I have a son on the team, and he's been very pleased this year, and
Awesome.
and we talk about it all the time. And I sit him on the back porch the other night, pretty much what you just said. You got to seize your opportunities, and everybody has the opportunity. The one thing that you have going for you is nobody has seen what you do on tape right now.
Right.
So when we hit the field on Friday night, this Friday night, let's explode and take the yo out. I wasn't able to take him out. Maybe my baby boy can. But
well, I'll tell you, Jeremy, that's the plan. Not making excuses by no means, but it's going to be a learning process for us all. That's going to be the first time that we step on the field together as a team in a game-like situation, which is a game since our scrimmage was taken away from us. But I think that we've done everything that we can in practice to try to prep the guys for what we expect and how things are going to flow in the game. So we're going to learn as we go, but I would like to think there's going to be a ton of positive things that take place, that if something negative does happen and we have a hiccup, that is going to be very easy to overcome, so that we can go ahead and pull out a win this first game.
Well, Coach, I want to say thank you, good luck.
Thank you.
And we're going to be pulling for y'all.
Well, thank you, man.
We're going to go to commercial break, and we'll be back with predictions. We just signed off with Coach Abram. Black Cat, game time, 2020.
For over 20 years, Rachel Anderson Real Estate has been synonymous with residential and country lifestyle real estate in Limestone and the surrounding counties. Whether selling or buying, Agent Elizabeth Ferrari can help. Visit ElizabethCFerrariRealtor.com or call 254-747-1602. Real estate market knowledge, passion for helping clients.
You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Park, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.
All right, we're back here at Prediction Show Black Cat Season 2020. We're here with Vance Rose, Dino Sandals, and Jeremy Sunday. And Wallace hadn't been able to join us, but hopefully he'll be here in a minute. We want to thank all y'all out there for watching. We got a list of high school teams that we're going to go down. 0 week of high school football this week. We don't have any college football or NFL on the slate yet, guys. Are y'all excited about the start of this year?
I'm ready. I've been ready for a long time.
Yeah, I'm ready. Feel like I'm finna play Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to talk coaching out of a suit for defensive end on Friday night, but I think my belly would probably hang out and they'd know I was too old to be playing ball. But we got a list of about 20 games here. A lot of them are just local here around the area, Waco, this way, and then we have of course, all the teams in our district, and we got a new district this year, guys. We in the past we've had Fairfield. We knew was going to be on there, a couple of Waco teams maybe, but this year we're all brand new. And with COVID, you don't know who's playing and who's not playing, so it's just throwing darts this first week, I believe. But we'll start out with Vance. He's down there on the left, coming to the right. Vance, who you got in Benbrook and China Spring?
I got China Springs 28-6.
28-6, China Spring.
I got China Spring 30-20.
You know, last year China Spring started out like 0-5 and then ended up 4-1 in district. So they went to like the third round of the playoffs. I'm going to take China Spring as well, fellas. So we're going to have a sweep across the board there for China Spring. I'm going to take them 31-28. Next, we have Whitney and Quinlan, which Whitney lost their stud quarterback last year, so they'll have a new quarterback. But, Vance, where are you standing on this game?
I'm going to take Whitney 14-7.
What you got, Dino?
I'm taking Whitney 21-13.
Well, we're going to sweep it because I'm just going to pick the home teams. I'm going to shock everybody at the end. But I'm going to take Whitney 24-10. When we got a local game here, it's actually going to be in Fairfield, and it's two old teams playing against each other that's played many a years. But Rusk is going to visit Fairfield this first week. Vance, where are you standing there with that one?
I'm going to take Fairfield 20-6.
28-6.
I'm taking Fairfield 24-6.
Well, another sweep there because I got them winning 28-7. I just don't think Russ can play with the Eagles. I hear they got a pretty good squad this year, and they got some big old boys, which I don't think that ever changes. Fairfield's always been one of the bigger teams in our district.
Always had good linemen, big linemen.
Next, we got Troy and Salado out west playing. We got Troy next week is really why I put this game on, and, of course, we played Salado last year. Vance, where you stand with that one?
I'm going to take Troy 14-7.
I got Troy in the shootout 17-14.
Man, that's 1989 shootout right there. I'm going to take Troy 28-14. Next, we got two teams we both played last year, and both of them teams lost a lot. But that's going to be Conley versus Sunnyvale. Where you got that one going?
Conley 28-21.
Conley 27-17.
I got Conley 28-21. Next, we got, and I don't know if this one's going to happen. We just want to give a shout-out and prayers for Southeast Texas and on into Louisiana as the hurricane was starting to hit earlier I seen. But we got La Vega playing Port Lavaca, and I'm not really for sure where it's at, but it's going to be around a port somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I got La Vega 30-0.
I got La Vega 45-14.
And La Vega's number one again this year, and isn't that like 3 or 4 straight years in a row? So I got them 49-7. I don't see too many teams playing with La Vega this year on their schedule. And next we got Buffalo versus Elkhorn. They're big rivals now. So, and Elkhorn used to be in our district. It's amazing how all these teams that we used to play have gone down, and Mexia steadily goes up. So
I got Buffalo 21-7.
I got Buffalo 24-17.
I've got Buffalo 28-21. Somebody's going to have to change the number here, or we all going to end up with the same record. Next one up is I think Lorena dropped down to Division One, and Franklin's Division 2 now. So, but there's 2 3A teams playing each other here with Lorena and Franklin.
I'm gonna take Lorena 28-7.
I got Franklin 28-21.
I got Franklin 28-20. Next, Freddie, I almost didn't put them on here, but I knew I had to since you was the man of the hour. But I got Grosbeck versus Mildred this week. Freddie, you want to go ahead and throw a score out there?
21-6.
Mildred or Grosbeck? That's the only one going to pick Grosbeck on this one, I bet. You going to pick them, Vance?
I'll pick Grosbeck 20-7.
I got Mildred 17-10.
I got Mildred 28-14. I've heard a lot of bickering going on down there, and I don't know what's going to happen down in G-Town. Are they going to have a football team this year? They're not sending cheerleaders to play? Oh, okay. They do have a pretty good size senior class for Grosbeck, though. I did see them boys and they were pretty good size.
They brought back 26 this year, didn't
Yeah, I believe so.
they?
And
Texas football.
And that's if they're all playing, because, some are online now with all this COVID. I'm ready for it to go away. The next up, we have Centerville playing New Waverly.
I got Centerville 14-7.
I got Centerville 28-13.
I'm going to go with Centerville as well, 21-10. Next up is we're going to start getting into our smaller towns around here. And we've got Bartlett's going to be visiting Hubbard.
I got Bartlett 14-7.
I got Hubbard 13-10.
Well, they're probably not going to score a lot of points over there, so I'm going to go Hubbard 14-13 against my better judgment, but I'm still going to go that route. We're going to go to a sponsor break, and we're going to be back in just a minute from Prediction Show 2020 Mexia Black Cats.
20 years, Rachel Anderson Real Estate has been synonymous with residential and country lifestyle real estate in Limestone and the surrounding counties. Whether selling or buying, Agent Elizabeth Ferrari can help. Visit ElizabethCFerrariRealtor.com or call 254-747-1602. Real estate market knowledge, passion for helping clients.
Well, we're back to Subway. I want to thank Eric Henderson for letting us have our prediction show up here week 1 at Subway in Mexia. We got Vance Rose, Dino Sandals, and Jeremy Sunday, and we just got a new person joining us. We got the appearance of Wallace High for the first time this year. He come in, he wanted to outdress us. That's all that was. He's been in the mirror in the last 30 minutes getting all picked up. We're up here in T-shirts. But, Wallace, we want to join you on and tell you thank you for joining us. We were sad that you wasn't here to start out with us.
Oh, man, I was trying to get here. That's where we started.
Well, we're at the Norman G instead of Norman G. We're at the Norman G Bremont game.
I was going to ask you who that was.
Well, I had a little my country accent hit my fingers when I was typing these up. So we got Normandy playing Bremont in Bremont. Of course, Bremont's dropped down to Division 2A this year, and they're in with Mart and them. So Mart actually has Bremont on homecoming. So that's going to be really interesting as we get through the year. But this first week, Normandy's going to play Bremont. Where you at, Vance?
24-12, Bremont.
Since I'm just looking at it, I'm going to go Bremont as well. I'll give Bremont a 2-touchdown advantage in that one.
I got Bremont 35-14.
I'm with you, Dino. I don't think it's going to be close. It's going to be about 42-7. I just think Bremont's going to have too much. Next we got up. I didn't even know Marlin still had a school down there. I thought they had bust everybody out, but I read an article where they were getting to play football and they were having to work on their studies again this year. So we got Marlin visiting Riesel.
I'm going to take Riesel 14-7.
This one was a little tougher for me because I know some of what they've been working on down in Marlin. I think they're trying to build that program back up, and I know Riesel did fairly well last year. I'm going to go with Riesel by a touchdown.
I'm going Riesel 24-7.
Well, I will tell you this: Marlin had some players that did go out, and I think they went to different schools around there for sports. But Riesel did lose a lot last year. I do know that. They lost a lot of seniors last year for a small program. But I still think Riesel will be able to pull it out. I'm going to take them 21-10. Next, we got Rosebud Lott is going to visit Leon this week. And Vance, where you got with that one?
I'm going to take Rosebud Lott 12-7.
I'm going to go Rosebud Lott 21-14.
I'm going Leon 28-0.
Man, I'm going to take Lott because they got two schools and Leon only has one.
They quit calling it at Leon.
I'm going to call it 21-14, and I'm going to go with Lott. Next, we got Wortham versus Itasca. Wortham right down the road had a really good year last year. Hopefully they can build on that. Vance, where you at with that one?
I'm going to take Wortham 21-7.
I'm actually going to take Itasca. I don't know much about what Itasca has. I know Wortham had some seniors that were key last year that they lost. So I'm going to take Itasca, and I'm going to give them a touchdown advantage.
I'm taking Itasca 21-20.
Man, no faith. I'm going to take Itasca 28-7. They lost their quarterback. They lost their running back down there. So Coach Coker's he's a good coach, and he's done really well down there, but he's got a lot to prove. And now we're going to get into probably the game of the week around here other than the Mahia Cameron game. But it's going to be Tiggs driving to Mart.
I'm going to take Mart 30-7.
Think it's going to be that close?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Mart ain't scored less than 50 points in 5 years, have they?
But Mart's team, not that – they don't have that many people. They're going to give out. They're going to run down.
You think so?
No, I'm talking about everybody can't score a touchdown down Mart.
Well, this class this year, the junior class this year has never lost a football game in Mart.
But last year, didn't they have like 15 sophomores on that varsity?
Yeah, but that's the team that's never lost a football game.
Now they're juniors now.
Yeah. Their first two losses was last year. They didn't lose in 7th and 8th grade. They went undefeated as freshmen. And as sophomores, they had their first two losses. They're the two big teams, and then they just went on to just smoke everybody from that time forward. Now they're juniors. And, of course, they have big Rod Railback this year at tailback. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go Mark 63-10.
I'm going Mart 48-13.
I'm gonna go Mart. I think they're gonna stop about 58 and let Tig score maybe 10. But now we're gonna get into our district, and there's gonna be 5 ball games, and of course 4 of the 5 will go to the playoffs this year. So we just got to win one game in district pretty much, and we get to go to the playoffs. But as them boys earlier said, and Coach, they looking to go 16-0, and that would be very impressive with everything that's gone on. But just going to the playoffs with the COVID, with not having two-a-day or not having summer workouts very much, not being able to work any spring ball would be very impressive for our Black Cats. But before we get to that game, we got Van traveling to Palestine.
I'm going to take Van 24-7.
I actually have Palestine in this one, and I'm going to go Palestine 28-21.
I also have Palestine 31-21.
Well, I'm going to go Palestine as well, and I'm going to have a score of 28-7. Next, Brownsboro is traveling to the Athens Hornets.
Yep.
So
24-7 Athens.
I'm going to go 28-7 Athens.
I'm going 30-16 Athens.
I know one thing, Athens always has a super fast team. No, I don't care if you play them in basketball, football. You don't have to be too fast in baseball, but in basketball and football, they're always super fast. And I'm going to go with Athens as well, 28-7. Next, Bullard is traveling to Maybank.
I'm going to take Bullard 24-7.
I'm going to take Bullard as well. I'm not sure what all Maybank brought back, but I know that Bullard team brought back a few guys, and so I'm going to give them a 28-14 win.
I got Bullard 20-14.
And I'm going to go Bullard 28-21. Then we got Canton is traveling to Mineola this week.
I'm going to take Canton 7-0.
I'm taking Canton as well, just because I don't know much about.
COVID
Canton.
broke out in the first quarter of that ball game, and they ended it.
I don't know much about Canton football or Mineola right now, so I'm gonna go 14-10.
I'm going Canton 13-10.
I'm going to go Canton 17-14. I know Canton has a pretty good basketball program. When we were in Little Dribblers, we played them, and they had two boys that could shoot lights out at 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. So the game of the week for us, as always, will be a Black Cat game. And the Mexia Black Cats are welcoming the Cameron Yo to Black Cat Field Friday night at 7:30.
I'm going to go with Mexia 24-21.
I'm going Mexia. I'm going to go 35-24.
I'm going Mexia 42-14.
Man, guys, I can't do that. Man, I've watched us play Cameron for 25 years, and we cannot catch the Yeomen. I think we're going to have a chance to catch them a little surprise and have the first couple of quarters, but we have a coaching change, and the boys are still learning them, and they're learning the boys, and Cameron Yo's had the same coach for a long time. So I'm going to go with Cameron, 28-21.
Oh.
I hate to do it, and I got a son on the team, but I'm trying to win this thing this year. But, no, I just think Cameron I think the biggest thing in what's going on right now is Cameron's got a coach that's been there for a while, and that program solidified. And our kids, I love them to death and would go to war with any of them for them. But I just don't think they've had the time to prepare, and then getting their game taken away last week for nonsense is just ridiculous to me. But they not getting the plays really hurting them, and I think they're going to come out juiced up. But, you know, that first game, you come out and you use all that adrenaline, and then about halftime you're drained because you're so excited about playing and not playing anybody else this year. I just think it's going to hurt us that first game. But from Prediction Show, from Dino Sandals, Wallace High, Vance Rose, we thank y'all. Thank y'all all for tuning in, and we'll be back next week at the same Black Cat time.
Surrounding counties. Whether selling or buying, Agent Elizabeth Ferrari can help. Visit ElizabethCFerrariRealtor.com or call 254-747-1602. Real estate market knowledge, passion for helping clients.
You're listening to Mexia Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Greer Time Media, Posey Napa Auto Part, Greer and Greer Mobile Detail, Mookie's Mesquite Patch Barbecue, Woodman Life Insurance, and Joe Fridays.